If welcome everybody. This is a lot of people. Huh. Grateful you guys are here. If you don't mind, just like, you know, icebreaker, because I don't think we've done enough of those in a few weeks. But just, where you're from, what's your role, rosebud or thorn, whatever you like. Alberta, Canada. Whoa. Thanks, Cammy. This is so cool. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only person who like feels that way, but I just get really excited every time I see a bunch of like other teachers who join these. Seeing, oh, Trisha, my wife's went to school in Cincinnati. She has a ton of friends there. That's so cool. We got a bunch of states in the house. And Canada, Germantown, Maryland. Got some Atlanta, Ottawa, Canada, Vancouver, Canada. We're making the rounds. Going international.
Did you see South Africa's in the house?
Wait, where?
Anne Marie, English
And
teacher.
wait, hang on. Go Vols. Nice.
Six.
Welcome, Anne Marie. Anne Marie, what time is it there? Like, and you don't have to unmute if you don't want to, but wait, 0:30, like it's midnight. You get all the props. Thank you. Welcome. Got SoCal, Warren County, North Carolina. This is, I don't know. I'm just, every time this happens, I'm super grateful. Hey, Christina, how's the beginning of your, Christina's an advocate, by the way. She's awesome. How's the beginning of your school year going?
Kids are coming in Thursday, so I'm making icebreakers for them right now.
Oh
You
boy.
know, with the cup, and they have to like pick it up, kind of thing. So I'm doing
Oh,
it.
cool.
Yeah, we have to
That,
try to get them to collaborate. You know, it's all about that. So SEL it up,
yeah.
guys.
So wait, do they flip the cup? Can they flip the cup over? Because
They can do whatever they want, but they have to stack it into a pyramid.
got you. Okay.
They just can't touch it with their hands. That's it.
Okay. Interesting. So I said, wait, you were setting up like a ribbon thing where you could wrap that around.
So they have to. There's like a rubber band in the middle, right? Then they
Okay.
use this. They can only touch the string, the ribbon, and they have to like get the rubber band around the cup and then stack it into a pyramid.
That's awesome.
It's first day.
That sounds hard. I didn't do anything that difficult.
Throw them right in. What do you can't do this like little kid gloves thing, right? You just talk to each other, guys. No, it's not like that. Let's go. High school. 10th, 11th, 12th grade. Get right into it.
That's awesome. I made the mistake of trying a spaghetti tower with 12th graders, and then I was cleaning up spaghetti for like a year and a half after. Yeah, I'm seeing Heather nodding. She gets it.
Do you teach science of some kind with the cup stacking?
Math.
Math. Oh, that makes sense too. Very much so.
I don't want to do anything with math. I wanted to do something totally off. So hopefully this is like, something different. Like I don't want them to just be sitting at a desk and be like, teach me, miss, because we have all year. So we
Yeah,
have by the way, we have an hour and a half long periods. So I need to kill at least 15 minutes of time. So so
yeah,
will you know.
that's a good idea. I hope it works
Do you
out.
teach? What do you teach, Joseph?
I teach seventh grade English. I've been working my way backward. I've gone from being in law school to teaching 12th grade to 11th grade to 10th grade to ninth grade to 8th grade to 7th grade.
God bless. I worked my way up. I did my time in middle school. I won't go back. But
Well, that sounds
I don't want to.
normal.
I don't want it to sound like prison, but it.
Hmm.
But it's all good. I'm free now. High school.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Fortunately, the year's almost over. 177 days. So we're almost there.
Do anything for the countdown begins.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I do want to get us like out of here on time. Thanks for joining on a Tuesday night right after Labor Day if you're in the US. We're gonna go over a couple things today. It's gonna be real short and sweet. But if you're at my last webinar, I went real fast, so I promise I won't do that again. So just this is we're gonna do a quick intro to CoGrader 2.0. Just so you know, I'm not full of poop. This is who I am. I've taught high school English for 10 years. I'm a district ed tech specialist now, so I get to like do what many of us do for free, but it's my full-time job, which is do tech support for our colleagues. And CoGrader gave me a lot of help that like teaching could be sustainable again, and I want to carry that through and share that with people. So just quick like show of hands. Wait. Oh, I'm not showing my screen. Thanks, Aleph. Oh boy. Is it like telling you, man? Okay. How about now? That's better. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, here we go. So hey, Aleph, just curious, like what kind of features are gonna roll out for CoGrader like soon?
Well, we have a lot in store, so I can say what's already up. We have handwriting, so you can now take pictures and upload that to CoGrader. It understands writing. It understands ugly handwriting as long as the picture is good enough. So I know that's a worry. It understands ugly handwriting. It can understand any kind of rubric you want. You can just put up a file in there, and we're going to show like the right ways to do that. We have better analytics. We have AI that reads your mind. We have comments. We have a lot of stuff coming. Am I forgetting something, Andrew? You also know some of the stuff coming. I think I really like the new insights page. So for the ones that saw like the CoGrader 1.0, there's like an insights page where you see the glows and grows for the whole class, and now we have. I'm not gonna spoil. We'll have more than just glows and grows. We have a lot more stuff in that, and we have charts for science and math teachers. I love charts. Yeah, Christina.
You can also talk to the AI now, right? Like the CoGrader, like you can kind of be like, be stricter, give this a 4, give this right. So all of that stuff is cool.
Yeah. So now you can chat with the feedback. So before you could do just some stuff. Now you can chat like do this, do that, and you also have presets. So CoGrader will sometimes harsher on some grades. Now you have a preset for middle school, for elementary school, for high school, or if you want to do your own preset, that's also possible.
Yeah. Oh, that's how, yeah, the chatting back and forth in the presets, that was how I made it give feedback with words like skibbity and sus. I just told it to write it in Gen Alpha slang. It was amazing.
Yeah, and that works very well actually.
Yeah.
And it's very funny.
Weirdly well. So I'm just gonna showcase 2 of those tools today. This is very much like improv, and with AI, you never actually know what it's gonna do like 100% for sure. So just like, don't laugh, also like improv. And hopefully I've tested this like 10 times because I'm anxious and high strung like that, and it's worked every time, but let's get into it. We're gonna start with just the rubric uploading. This was so cool and very like my students always uploaded stuff sideways. Does that happen to anyone else? Like you upload a picture, they upload it sideways. Cool. That actually works perfectly well. So just going to, whoops, there we go. So I'm just going to show you how that works real quick. This is what the new page is going to look like. Got your classes here. You can grade a class here. You can import a rubric here. We're just going to start with importing a rubric. You click the button. You can import straight from Drive, and it'll let you import PDFs, images, and I think, docs, and I think HTML as well. So we're going to take this one that I did turn sideways, and we're just gonna select it. And that's it, hands off. It's doing all of its thing. Right now, CoGrader is just trying to read, decipher my handwriting. Before we take a look at that, I do want to just show you, this is actually what it said. If you turn your head sideways, it says, and this was an assignment we did do in my 11th grade class. I just wrote Winnie the Pooh, Buddhism/Taoism, explain 2 characters, how they connect to middle path or other Taoist concepts. That is all I wrote. Nothing else. This is the picture I uploaded. And this is what it gave me. It's got the grading criteria, character explanation, and if you click on it, it's fully edited. You can click and drag stuff. Detailed explanation explains 2 characters in detail, including traits and behaviors. 2 characters with some details but lacks depth, and 2 characters with minimal details. I usually like to add, something like that. No explanation provided, or whatever. Over here, connection to middle path or Taoist concepts. You can, and again, it generated all this from just me making basically a scoring checklist and then uploading that sideways. Just let that sink in for a sec. Because that means I could do something like take my PLC notes from just whatever we're talking about and upload a rubric right there, just from whatever handwritten scrap I take. And I think that's really cool. You can then save the rubric, and the rubrics are saved in this little spot down here where it says my rubrics. You can see some of the ones I messed with, and you can share them with a link just like you could before. All you have to do is just open a new tab, paste that link, and if you send that to your teammates, they click use in CoGrader and it'll just work. So like that rubric upload for me it's just really cool. Like the worst part about CoGrader last time was having to futz with the rubric, and you don't have to do that anymore. You can take a picture of any rubric you've ever built. It'll expand on it. You can fully customize it. And just like the Silver training offers, you can kind of optimize it a little bit more for AI. So yeah, that's the rubric upload. Real quick, what questions does anyone have? Like, let's just pause for a sec.
Will you remind us what types of files we could upload?
Absolutely. You can upload docs, PDFs, images. I don't think it'll let you upload slides, but that would be pretty funny. So what I've done too is I've taken a screenshot from a rubric online and done that. And instead of getting, we'll get to that in a sec, Carol. Instead of so one thing I did have a hard time with, and I guess I'll skip ahead real quick, because this is a really good time to kind of bring up this aspect. So like CoGrader might seem magical, but it's not magic. It's like the AI program will do what it thinks you want it to do. So it's got limits. So for example, I uploaded like a 20-page, just the whole scoring guideline for one of the AP free response questions for AP Lang, and it gave me a nonsense rubric because I gave it no context and 20 pages, and it did the best it could. It wasn't like, gibberish, but it didn't really make sense. What worked a lot better was when I only uploaded the page with the rubric. So I trimmed it, another thing I've tried is I took a screenshot of a rubric and uploaded that. That worked. So just like, this was the thing that I really had to think through, is like, we have to make absolutely sure that we're using this as a starting point, but getting to that starting point is way faster than it's ever been. What other questions? You can transform it into a doc or PDF. Yep. Oh, I didn't even know sheets are coming. Can you upload model essays to help it align with your grading standards? Hang on a sec, Steve. Can we come back to that? Because that's a bit longer of a question. The short answer is yes, but the longer answer is like, what's a good way to do that? I can show you guys that after the other feature. Sound good, Steve? Practicing wait time.
Yes, that's good.
All right, beautiful. Thanks. Okay. Sweet. So let's jump. So here's the second feature. And this was huge for me. It was handwriting. I think there was another like grading platform that said they did handwriting, but really what happened is you uploaded a picture and somebody would like scribe what they thought the student wrote behind the scenes to make it look like they graded handwriting. This actually does. So it will grade pretty messy handwriting too, within reason. If the handwriting is terribly sus, then it's going to make transcription mistakes. Or if the picture is really low quality, it also makes some mistakes. So what I did here is I just used AP Lang because it's like a standard argument and it's sort of easy in general. This one is the 2022 essay prompt. I just pasted the essay prompt there and I told it to use the AP Lang rubric. What I'm going to do is add submissions, and this is to add handwritten stuff. Import from Google Drive. What this will let me do is it'll let me select a bunch of things. So I'm going to pick this one, this one, this one, and this one. So you can pick and choose as many files as you want. I'm going to click select, and you can see here, these dots indicate that it's thinking. Handwriting can take a while. Wait a minute. Don't do this to me, CoGrader. Come on. Let me just try one. That was weird. It worked perfect when I tested it before. Hate when a good thing doesn't work. All right. Hey, now's a good time to show how you make an assignment, huh? So up here, you just click new assignment. I'm just going to create it manually because I'm trying to keep it simple, really hoping it works. Just going to call it FRQ3. Here's where like Aleph alluded to before, you can customize the parameters. So you can change the reading ease of the feedback. You can change the thoroughness of the feedback. I'm going to click AP courses so that it like picks those presets. And then I'm going to select the AP English argument rubric. And we're going to try this one more time. I'm going to import the handwriting from Drive here. And it can take a little bit to transcribe. So let me try this one again. So I'm going to try it this way. This is all in recording, by the way. I love this. So where it's from device, I'm just going to import these two PDFs. I think that's why handwriting from Drive doesn't quite work yet. Handwriting from PDF from your computer will. Again, working on it. This is early access. This is the beta version. So yeah, it's thinking. And there we go. It pulled the student's name from the file name. So I named them both Sam. In hindsight, not a great idea. I could do better, but fortunately, I can change the student's name to Sam1 and Sam2. And it's thinking. Again, what it's doing here is it's using AI to look at the PDF, recognize it as handwriting, transcribe the handwriting, and then grade it using the AP Lang rubric. By the way, I actually did give an assignment called Girl Bossing and Monster Theory Theses last year for 11th grade. It was a feminism thing, I think. So I have tried this with a couple things. One thing, it doesn't work great with like charts yet. It still works well with like responses to questions, and answers. But, you know, working on it, always getting better. And it did actually grade the handwritten charts I uploaded to it, but it got kind of weird. I had to like mess with the rubric to make sure it was just grading for content and not mistaking it for an essay. Gotcha. Like I said, the handwritten kind of takes a minute. This would be where I would like go get some coffee. I wonder if there's that coffee is probably old. I'm not that desperate.
So just quick, the workaround for this was just uploading it from the drive, right? Like separate. Okay.
Yeah, instead of uploading it from Drive, the workaround is to upload it from your desktop, your computer. So handwriting only works from the desktop for now. I know that the goal is to import direct, like handwritten stuff directly from Google Classroom. All right. Oh, it's best if you have a JPEG. Oh, well, honestly, I might. Hang on. Let's try it this way. Let's just grade one page of this. Just going to take a quick screenshot of this essay on fear being a powerful motivator. Go here, upload a file. Add it from a screenshot. Let's try it like that. You love beta testing. Yes, wait. Here we go. So it added that, it'll get there. I saw some other questions though, but if you have a question, just raise your hand. We'll call on you. We're pretty familiar with that. Oh, Joseph, any chance it would recognize close reading annotations? It should, but you would want to like tell it which writing is the student's and which writing is the close reading annotation. And that might be a tricky, like a bit of a tricky sell. I haven't tried that. That's a good idea though.
Sabrina has a question.
Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Shoot, Sabrina, go ahead.
Thanks, Christina. I didn't want to interrupt. So I have a quick question. I was playing around with this earlier and uploaded, I just did PDFs and it worked, no problem. But my question is, and it was in French, so I was psyched that it could read French and transcribe it really well. But I have one student who writes, it's so you get the horrible transcription because she writes in like 0.3 font. Is there any way for us to go in and edit the transcription? And if not, that's fine, because what I used was I just ended up using my iPhone, took a picture, and then edited it and manually uploaded. But that was my question, if there's a way to edit a transcription if it's funky.
That's so interesting. I don't think so yet. But that's a great question. That would make a good.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Yeah.
And I'm not complaining either. Getting 20 out of 21 spot on, I'll take that one and manually do it. So thank you.
Nice.
I was gonna say the good thing about these guys is like literally you give suggestions and like it's done. Like, you know, and when they say it's coming, it's really coming. Like it's not like, oh, in 5 years. No, this is like maybe next week or 2 weeks, you know? So like give them some time.
Yeah, it's so my favorite one is people thought Aleph was just AI. It's Aleph, he's a dude. He's cool.
Yeah, I wish my AI clone could come to calls, but that's not yet feasible. So yeah, it's me. It's really me.
Here. I don't want to like have this drag on while we just watch some grading dots. Not sure what's happening, but I know we'll take a look later. But one thing I did yesterday was I wanted to see if it could grade AP Bio because like it's weird. So I took one of the short free response questions. You can see here I uploaded screenshots and it really did transcribe them. And I used the normed files from the AP Bio from like the AP Bio scored samples, and it got them almost perfect. It was within 1 point for all three. So it was cool. And this question or this question type is a bunch of short answers right after another. That I graded with the AP Bio rubric. So it worked really well. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Go ahead, Carol.
So I guess that sort of addresses the question I posted. I teach computer science, and I've actually used CoGrader to actually grade programs, which has been awesome, and really helped me see a lot of stuff in it. But I also give my kids a lot of worksheets, so there's all these separate questions, and each question is worth a different amount. Like, is that something you can load all at once? Or would I have to do it question by question?
So here's how I would do it.
Thanks.
Or here's how I did do it, actually. You can go to, here it is. What I did was I just took a screenshot of the AP Bio rubric and I uploaded it. For each question or for each criteria, I identified it as that part of the question. So like part A was this, and then this is just an easy like you didn't or you did. That's sort of how these free response questions are written. So for each point that was available there, CoGrader actually made all of this. All I did was paste. I took like the scoring guidelines and just pasted it in here. It was still way less than I would have had to do. But so CoGrader graded each one for 1 point for every like aspect of the answer that it was looking for. That's how I would do it, is make each, basically you turn a scoring checklist into a rubric with like did not check, did check, and that's how I would do it. I've been able to get CoGrader to pretty reliably score questions like that most of the time for probably a year or two now, actually.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah, totally. Great question. So that's something I've gotten asked a lot. All right. Yeah, Vidor's gonna, yeah. I'm gonna bug him later. Here's the test I did. I uploaded Sam's, and here's what it transcribed. Talked about fear being a powerful motivator. What I liked is I like the autocomplete and comments part. I think that's pretty cool. And gradually over time, the plan is for it to learn how you write comments so that the comments improve with you. So it learns from your writing, not your students necessarily. Yeah, and it graded Sam's essay correct, actually. His was the unicorn essay in AP Lit.
I
Or
like how
AP.
you corrected your grammar. Like you put small g for great thesis, and it was like no capital.
Oh, it did. Huh. Great job. Okay. Thanks, CoGrader. So bugs aside, which is now recorded and saved in the cloud for posterity forever. There's just a couple things again I just want to highlight before we sort of open this up a little bit more. Again, there's like some AI literate mindsets that we just need to adopt. One of them is this. No matter how fast CoGrader is, no matter how smart it seems, it is not a human, we are. It doesn't know our students. We do. So it's vitally important that although CoGrader can speed it up by drafting the feedback and like really helping with the data analysis after we approve all of that and approve the grades, it's really important that we don't offset or offload like the responsibility of giving our students feedback and the grades as feedback entirely to the AI. Like we have to keep the teacher in the loop. That is us. or will just get replaced. I've seen some horror stories about like AI only schools that really freak me out. I do not like it. Definitely verify the accuracy. We are ultimately responsible for its output, especially since we're like writing feedback that goes to students. So CoGrader can make mistakes. So always double check it. And I really do like the 80-20 approach. It's kind of like the Pareto principle. And nice. And I really did treat it like doing 80% of the drafting of the rubric, or excuse me, of the rubric actually, or the feedback. And then, you know, I refined everything. I adjusted it. I revised it. Sometimes I would use a different AI program to help me revise it and wordsmith stuff, but it didn't go to students until I was satisfied with it. And that did mean revision and like doing that kind of work. What else?
Andrew,
Yeah, and
I think Joseph has a question.
I'm so sorry, Joseph. Go ahead.
No, no problem. So I was wondering, I've been experimenting with trying to get AI to understand what a name means. Like you could have some kids that have accommodations or some special needs, or they're trying to fill a goal and complete it for maybe an IEP report. I wonder if that'll ever be possible in a grading program where it can recognize identification marks and associate it with something.
So I have used CoGrader with some of the special ed teachers I worked with last year to like help assess and provide data for student IEPs, like for reauthorizations. But like, what is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure. I want to make sure I'm understanding.
I'm trying to give it enough information that it understands special needs in a student by some kind of label.
What you could do is here. Grab. Okay. Here. So one thing you could do is, this was funny. This was just me trying to grade some like random notes that a student took. Revise this feedback for a student with a learning disability in writing. That's an option. Oh, I gotta unapprove it before regrading.
Can I ask one question while you're doing this? Could you tell it what the learning disability is or what the student is supposed to be fulfilling? You know, like maybe the student has to be able to reliably cite textual evidence.
Yeah. You can absolutely do that. Yeah, I just told it to regrade or revise the feedback for a student with learning disability in writing, focus it on sentence structure containing a noun and a verb.
That's great. Thank you. See, this is extremely useful.
Yeah. We've got, yeah, and you can talk back and forth until you get what you want. What the idea is going to be is you grade one and get the set, like you grade one well and you get it right for most of your students, then you apply that kind of grading scenario, like the back and forth discussion, to all of the writing in your class. Then you reread it. So it's like you calibrate CoGrader on one essay or one piece of writing, and then it applies your grading and your commenting style to the class as a whole.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Lee.
Okay, so I just want to verify what I just saw you do. So that little bar at the bottom adjusts the rubric. Can I adjust it for just one rubric, like he was just saying, oh, I have a student with accommodations, or does anything I type in there adjust all of the rubrics for the class?
Actually, I don't know the answer to that one. Hang on. I don't know. So these are some assignments I've already graded. To include a part about unicorns. Let's try that. Because there's other ones that I have approved. So if it changes the rubric for those, that'll give us the answer. I'm not sure though. I'd never thought of that question. Curious. Here we go. Unicorns demonstrates crit. Wow, actually, that's not a terrible rubric indicator. I got
Andrew, I think, I don't know if it's only for me, but I think your screen froze or a different way.
here we
Yeah,
go.
Oh, yeah, it's working now.
So all I did was say add a rubric indicator about unicorns. And it wrote unicorns demonstrates creativity and imagination by making unique and whimsical connections to the topic, such as relating it to unicorns or other fantastical elements. Okay, so let's hit approve. And it didn't change the rubric for other students that I've already approved. So that's really interesting. If you unapprove it, hit save, and then it doesn't apply that. So I guess the short answer is yeah. If you wanted to, you could do that. It would throw off the numbers, so it might mess with stuff later on. But apparently that's a thing you can do in version 2. I did not know that. Thank you.
that was the question though. I think people are saying like, do you have to regrade all, like to do the other ones? Like if you hit regrade all right now, will it add that criterion?
I don't know. Let's try.
Yeah, it will regrade it will regrade all of them. So for now, what you see in one assignment will apply to all of them if you do a regrade all. And what's going to happen very soon is that you have global settings, which is what you see in the right, but you also have settings for specific assignments that you had in the previous version as well.
So yeah, when you hit regrade, hang on. That's so interesting. It did not add the unicorns part. Huh. We gotta send this recording to Vitor. To Vitor, yeah, to Vitor.
Yeah,
That's
maybe the chat doesn't apply to everything yet.
yeah, interesting. Okay. All right, let's pause that. Let's cool. Yeah, we can keep going with questions. I did want to just like quickly plug. If you haven't yet, just take a picture of the screen. So what's next? We're gonna redo the certifications so that they work with version 2. I think Aleph has a special gift if you've attended this webinar and don't already have it. But I saw a question in the chat where are there any documents that can be sent to principals or school board to help get this approved and vetted? The short answer is yes. You'll find stuff on cograder.com/resources. There's a pitch deck that might be helpful. And if you just reach out, we're happy to help as well in any way we can. Oh my God, a year. Yeah, and Carol, I'm trying to do like a pilot of like Swiss Army knife AI tools in my district. It's taking forever. Just getting the people who like have the ability and hubris to say yes in a room is so many Outlook calendars.
May I say something? Sorry.
Yeah, shoot.
To that, yes, I've been doing it as a computer science teacher who exclusively teaches programming. We've lost a lot of resources and things are expensive, and trying to get our school board, I retire in 2 years, and honestly, I'm just like, is it really worth my time right now to try this? But yeah, our school board is so slow on getting resources or vetting resources. Anyway, I'm not going to vent any further. This other stuff. Okay, thank you. Bye.
I've done a lot of union stuff. I'm with you on central admin and school boards. Although apparently, like I don't know, I work in the central office now. I'm one of them. Sorry.
One of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, one of them.
So
Yeah.
let's circle back to Steve's question here. Model essays. if you can upload model essays.
Yes. So, yes, you can. You could, and I haven't tried this yet. You could probably just paste the whole model essay into the chat. One thing that I have found that's really effective though, and it's in the silver training, but it's also how like testing companies like train their graders and how so like if you've ever been to a College Board training, it's how they'll do it, but they will share. Yeah. So what they'll do is they will does that make that bigger? Really hope so. Okay. They'll include something like responses that do not earn this point and responses that do earn this point. So they'll give examples and counterexamples. So one thing I've done to speed up, so I don't have to put like a model essay into AI every time. Oh, it'll also give additional notes for like what can count as certain words. So examples that earn this point, and it gives a series of written examples. If you take like 3 like model essays and ask an AI model or a generative AI like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, I really like Claude, big fan. But if you ask Claude to like look for, pull out examples from these essays that meet this criteria, it'll do it, and that shortens it up, and you can actually put that straight into the rubric. So I've used that, and it made the rubric more helpful for students too, because it very explicitly gave them examples of what counted. And they appreciated that. So the short answer is yes. Yep. Yeah. What? Never mind. Sorry. I just told you everything you already know. I didn't mean to condescend. Sorry, Steve.
I think the dream that Steve has, I remember because I talked to him many months ago, is to just upload one essay and like use this as a model, and it will understand. I think it's a lot of people's dreams. I get this request once every couple of weeks, and we will have that someday. Yes, we think of that. It's hard to do, but we'll get there.
If you wanted, couldn't you? What's up, Jill? I didn't realize you were here.
Yeah, he's like in the back of the room watching.
If it should, why couldn't you like take add a submission after you import them from Google Classroom and grade that one first, and then, and again, it's in the plan, but then apply that grading to all of the other essays. Like, I think you could kind of do that in the near future with what CoGrader is going to do.
Yeah. So what we will do, well, we know we have that in our plans, is when you get an assignment inside CoGrader, you first grade one and you calibrate, then it grades everything else based on that first one that you calibrated. And then you just go in and tweak every one of them specifically. So if you saw the demo version that you have and the 2.0 full version, which is what Andrew showed, you can imagine that it's going to be grade 1, and then it grades the rest based on that. So yeah, that's going to happen. Right, Joe? That's going to happen, right, Joe? You can just put a thumbs up in the chat if you
There it is.
Yeah. So Gil is co-founder and CEO. He's just sneaking around. He's the boss. So if he says it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, like those are the only 2 features we're gonna show today. I'm gonna release a better video with the handwriting one. I swear it worked for me an hour ago. But
actually, it worked for me as you were trying. I tried here, it worked for me, and I was looking at the logs, and I don't know why, like it translated everything, it worked, but at the time it's going to show with at your screen, it throws an error. I don't know, but yeah,
okay.
Our CTO will hear about that.
But yeah, next week, right, next week, yeah, Aleph, when's the next webinar for like showing the other features and honestly getting feedback straight from people, straight from the users?
Yeah, so next event is at the same bat channel at same time next week on Tuesday. Let me send a link here. Hold on, give me a sec. I'll send a link here. If you want to show up next week, you can just sign up here. Yes, recordings will be available. Yes, I'll send a link tomorrow. I'll upload this to YouTube and send this to everyone tomorrow. And next week we're gonna have another one. Andrew, what do you have in store for next week?
So next week I'm going to show just some of the other new features. So I'm going to show like more of what you can do with the chat. I'm going to show what, oh gosh, sorry, it's been a long day. This is hour 9 and I know I'm not alone there. But we're going to show like not just creating the rubric. We're going to show like how to kind of adjust the feedback. We're going to show the export. We're definitely going to show the insights. And I'm also going to show you how to take the insights and very quickly turn it into an like my boss would say automatically differentiated lesson materials. It's really cool. It takes like maybe 5 minutes to do what would have been 2 hours of work. So I'm going to show that next week live. And again, like I said, like improv, don't laugh, you know. But it's going to be good. I'm going to show like whatever other features. Honestly, there's probably going to be 10 more. So I don't want to promise too many specifically.
Yeah, at this point, we're basically shipping new features literally every week. So by next week, I don't know, maybe there's something else that's pretty cool. Anne-Marie.
Good evening. Well, I'm guessing for you, it's kind of like in the afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I'm so sorry. I just need to know, I only started using CoGrader like last week, and it worked really well for me. But to present it to my school, I think I'm luckier than the other people that have to get all the documents. I just have to do a presentation as to what the app can actually do for you. Is there like a crash course I can take just to get a little bit more familiar with the app?
Yes, take the certifications. Yes, Gil is faster than I am with the link. So you can go to CoGrader/resources, and we have the bronze, silver, gold certifications. That's our flagship training. We will update that with the new features and new screens from CoGrader 2.0, but the fundamentals are the same. The logic is the same. So it still applies. Everything that we say there still applies. There's also a PD deck there that helps in guiding presentations and stuff like that. And if you need anything else, you can email me or go to the Facebook group, and yeah, we'll help you out. But this is a great start.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also yeah, if you reach out in the Facebook group, I've got more stuff I can drop there too. I've got a real crowd pleaser was like how to take CoGrader's feedback and then turn it into a personalized writing tutor chatbot. That was pretty cool. And it worked really well with my students last year. So yeah, join the Facebook group, ask, and you shall receive.
Yeah, we're people pleasers, feature pleasers. In a way. Okay, so finally, let me give you something for staying here and hearing us out for 40 something minutes. If you go to this link, you'll have early access to CoGrader 2.0. You can play with everything that Andrew just showed. So you can try to upload your own rubrics. You can see if handwriting actually works for you, because it does work. I promise it works. With PDFs, with PNG, anything. Yeah, grading is exciting. Who could tell, right? I strongly recommend that the first one you try, you ask in the chat that it writes the feedback in Gen Alpha's lang. because it's pretty funny. And that's Andrew's idea. Credit goes to Andrew. Yeah, that's the prompt.
That's it. Write the feedback using Gen Alpha slang. You can tell it to use specific words like skibbity if you would like. Or lit or sus was good. I told it not to use AF. Because it didn't feel appropriate.
Riz.
Your writing has L-Riz? Yes, that would help my students, actually. What's cool though is, kidding aside, like it will say your writing has L-Riz, but then it'll actually do the CoGrader thing where it like provides the feedback to give your writing W-Riz. Like it'll tell them how to improve their Riz. I made myself uncomfortable, I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's good. So you guys, like, it's good. You show up, you get access to CoGrader 2.0. That's awesome. So as we kind of close out tonight, we're gonna send out an invite to the next webinar. Please share it with your co-teachers, your friends. I don't know. Today was like one of those days where I felt like I did a bunch of stuff, but I didn't actually help anyone. So I've been looking forward to this all day. Because I don't know. I really do miss being in the classroom, and I want to. That's what this feels like to me. So please, like, invite more friends, more teacher students, and just, I don't know. I come up with stuff like because y'all ask questions. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more people next week and to see y'all back. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have another surprise next week. And it's not access to CoGrader 3.0. It's going to be something else.
Short answer, yes. Yeah, we do have the recording. We can make those available.
Yeah.
Everybody. Oh.
Yeah, recordings are always there. So yeah, guys, that's it for today and for tonight or for tomorrow for who's in for
And Marie,
forward
South Africa.
time zones.
In South Africa.
Yeah, and hope to see you all next week. And we're gonna have new things coming. If you need anything, talk to us. We'd like to hear from you. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys so much. See you soon.
Thanks, you guys.